At this time, please make sure your seat bags and tray tables are in their full upright position and that your seatbelt is correctly fastened. We hope you enjoy this quick flight with DTA Airlines. Customer satisfaction is very important to us, so don't forget to leave a like and comment after your flight. Our flight today should mostly be smooth, with mild turbulence as we approach our creepy destination. For your in-flight entertainment, we will read you a post from the dark web. We have verified that all factual information presented here is true.
I developed my fear of flying as I got older. FOF, as I call it. Every time before I fly, without fail, I get anxiety. Nervousness plunges my body into total collapse. It's like an evil supervillain zapped me with an energy ball that affects everything. I am not my usual confident self. Instead, I'm queasy and my stomach feels ill. Now, unfortunately, I have to fly a lot. When I was younger, I was about to board my first ever plane when this old gypsy woman stood up and she screamed out, "I've seen the future. If you get on this plane, you're going to die." She was taken away by security and left those of us boarding in such intense fear. I was 6 and with my mom at the time, so I didn't have a choice. She didn't believe in mediums or psychics and made me get on that plane. I spent the whole flight terrified looking out the window, feeling that every time the plane shook, it was going to be the end. Someone once looked at me in shock when I told them that I have a fear of flying. They couldn't understand it. While most people know planes crash, not many are aware of the constant and frequent near misses. The deadliest crash in the world was on an island just off the coast of Spain. A plane had flown for hours from New York and had landed, and it was very foggy. Another aircraft attempted to make a takeoff, not realizing that the runway wasn't clear. The result was 583 people died. The very first 5 minutes of takeoff and the 5 minutes before landing are the deadliest. Why? It's because a human is involved. After that, most planes just switch to autopilot. Now, I hate flying at night or when it's pouring with rain and you can't see through the window. You're in a tube and up so high in the sky that if anything really does go wrong, there's very little you can do about it. After plane disasters, you often hear of officials looking for the aircraft's black box. The black box is the plane's flight recorder, and that's built to withstand even explosions. People ask, why can't planes be built out of the same material black boxes are made of? Titanium. The simple answer is that it would be too heavy to fly. Disappearances scare me too. Planes have vanished from the skies for a long time, often without any trace. In 2014, a Malaysian plane went missing with 239 people on board. The most notorious spot for disappearances is over the Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Devil's Triangle. That's one area I hate flying over. And it's not only planes, of course, but boats and submarines have vanished there too. Before I fly, my nerves set in, and I usually race to the bathroom. The longest I ever stayed looking at myself in the mirror was 2 hours. I think that's an additional fear of mine, being in a bathroom in a plane and having the plane go down. I imagine myself in there constantly turned upside down with the water rushing out of the toilet and all over me. I often need to tell myself that the plane isn't going to crash. That's what I say under my breath every time I board a plane. This plane isn't going to crash. This plane isn't going to crash. This plane isn't going to crash. I know my saying it won't truly make any difference, but I do it anyway. Now, I don't like drinking alcohol, but it helps. Right now, as I'm on my way to the airport, I know I've already had too much, as this page is beginning to spin. But I can't help drinking. I never liked the taste of alcohol, but about a year ago, I thought just having one quick little one would take off the edge, and that one increased in size quickly. So now I average around 8 or 9 before a flight. I take mints with me everywhere so they don't kick me off a plane, because they'll kick you off a plane if they think you're drunk. I would say I've flown only about 15 flights where I can't remember how I even got on the plane or how I got to my destination. There have been about 10 times when I started drinking and woke up in a foreign country. My heart is beating really fast again. I just went through security and heading towards the gate. I went to the bathroom and had a few more shots. I just stood and I can't walk very well. I'm flying today to Los Angeles from New York, and it's only 5 hours and about 300 passengers, a mix of tourists and families and randoms. If I can get onto the plane, after the first 5 minutes, I should be okay. This plane isn't going to crash. This plane isn't going to crash. I took about 10 minutes and made it into the cockpit first. I have to go now as the plane won't fly itself, at least until we're on autopilot. God, I hope I can make it until then. Plane, please don't crash. Don't crash.